Boom shakalaka, we got the Afro King slash brothers back in action.
Hell yeah.
You got your man Taz, aka Martez, and we got my man
Max Zolo.
Hello. All right, today we're gonna be talking about the Black Lagoon. We're gonna let John start off because he has a lot of information he want to drop on y'all.
Yeah, so Black Lagoon, basically to summarize, it's about Rock. He gets captured by this Lagoon company that, is a trading company, and he goes on like these crazy ass adventures. You got Revy, the gun-toting sociopathic girl. Then you got Dutch, the big strong motherfucker that runs that boat, keeps her in line too. And it just throws him into like about life and how life is fucking will just fuck you up.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think Rock. He's that type of business guy that's lower on the tone pole. His life's a little bit boring. He does everything his boss says, and then boom, his life goes up in flames when he meets this crew that takes him hostage.
Exactly.
Why does they take him hostage? Let me think right quick. Because he has something important. Wouldn't you take somebody hostage that has something important?
Exactly, and then turns out his actual company didn't give a shit about him. He just disbanded and was like, you know what, fuck it. If I'm not gonna live the, I'm joining the Black Lagoon. I'm a pirate now.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, guys. Off topic. If your job or company, wherever you work at, if they see you as a number and not as an individual, don't be like Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and then get captured and then be like, all right, I'm changing my life now. Who wants to get kidnapped and they didn't want to change their life then?
Exactly.
But sometimes it takes a dramatic scene to get you to where you want to be at. Same with Rock, man. Like, he had a boring life. Now he's with Dutch. He's with Revy. And he's with Benny. You know, a bunch of just crazy people. Dutch, for instance, he's a leader in a small group. You know, every battle or every scene that they have that has anything to do with combat or shooting is always 20 against 2 or 3 or 4. It's never an even match. So like it ain't
exactly.
And it ain't like that.
And what I love about Dutch's character is not only is he the tactician, but he's also the one that like drives the boat area wise, really knows how to maneuver that shit in the water, is his element, while also dealing with this crazy basically gun-toting, Revy, who's just ridiculous.
Right, and like John mentioned before, or to me in general, if you want to know about Revy, just look into her eyes. Her eyes will tell it all. Just look into her eyes. That's all.
I mean, like episode 6, she tells Rock when they're going to a submarine to pick up some Nazi painting. By the way, there's Nazis in this Nazi painting that literally shit hits the fan. These people don't give a fuck, and life in general. You just need to be hard about it. And she was so hardcore that she told Judge by episode 5 that she could not work with Rock. He is too boring and alcoholistic. It drove her crazy.
Yeah, man. They're gritty. They're warriors. They're truly a warrior group. They're not no business people. They got certain missions, and it has to do with a lot of killing and not using your mind. You got Rock. He's sitting in a damn office with a suit on. He ain't never been shot at. Grenade blow up in his face.
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed about Rock in the very first episode is when he's handed the gun, he just throws it. He's like, no, you don't throw a gun when you're in the middle of a thing and you need it. No,
man.
You keep that motherfucker because you never know when you need it.
If I was Dutch, I would grab his ass, throw him off the boat. Exactly. I said, swim and get it.
Exactly, because it's like if you're gonna roll with a gun-toting crew, you need to have a freaking gun.
Yeah, man, they getting shot at from helicopters. They getting shot at by people. They got freaking 50 cal shooting at them. I mean, it ain't a time to be worried about. I don't want to use a gun because it ain't my policy. Back at work, my gun was my briefcase. That's not the lifestyle you are in now.
Exactly. Especially when it hits the fan when they first go and say, we're going to go get a drink and Rolando for the most hellish city I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
With all kinds of crazy crime, comedies, crazy shit, crazy nuns, and then the bar is like handing a gun, all kinds of shooting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And Revy, to go back on Revy, which I hate to be talking about her so much, but she's pretty badass. You know, a lot of scenes, she don't need a crew. Honestly, she don't need a crew. That
Yeah.
bar scene when they came in there, barring their way into there and try to trap her. I don't think there's a chance to trap Revy. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Yeah, she's one of those girls that if she were to she's one of those girls like I think she'd give Goku his run for his money. And that's saying a lot. She would give a Saiyan a run for his money because she is so hardcore. I think she'd find a way.
Yeah, John hadn't took his meds today because obviously guns are not even relevant in the Saiyan world. But hey, if she can shoot bullets that had Saiyan toxins in it that could slow him down, maybe. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Revy is just a human. And
Exactly.
If Goku grabbed her arm, he had to snap it in half and take her gun and shoot her with it.
That's
But he ain't that. But Vegeta would do that because he's actually like cruel like that. But Goku,
but the only reason I brought that to comparison was the fact that Revy's a badass, and in her world, despite all the things she's going through, I personally think Rock and Revy make a great team because of their dynamic, and later on they have this weird, crazy, toxic friendship, but it works.
Yeah,
it
man.
really does.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that I think it's weird chemistry romantic, but I just say they have an understanding of each other. They tolerate each other.
Right, and that's about. I mean, when you're on a boat, you're in water. You know, you got two options: get to know each other, put that gun to his head, and say, "Fix the things I don't like about you." So rather than doing that, which she has done that before, but I'm not gonna say too much so y'all don't have an idea what's going on. But she definitely does let him know, like, hey, I don't like you. I think you're weak, and honestly, you're a nuisance to our crew. But it's crazy because they gain a connection, and the thing is, she's kind of like Raven. She might not show that she likes Rock, but man, come on, man. You know when a woman looks at you a certain way with them little evil eyes, like, okay, through all that evil, girl, I know you kind of care for me.
Exactly. Hell, I mean,
come on.
And by episode 7, even though my partner here hasn't seen episode 7, it is literally what we expected. It's them talking out their shit, and literally Rocky is, if you want to shoot me, shoot me. He is not afraid of her. And then she's like, damn it, because she sees how brave this motherfucker is and realizes I fucking can't do it.
Yeah.
And he even grabs her by the scruff of her neck and was like, you don't think you have problems? Well, get over the motherfucker. And he does that, and it's like, this is why I love Rep, because he's done with this shit.
Yeah.
There's only so much a man can take before, your shitty problems.
The thing is, it seems like it's kind of centered around Dutch, but man, from what it seems like, from what I've seen, it seems like the main characters or the ones that have the most, juice with them is 1, Revy, and 2, Rock. I mean, you got to think, man, a relationship in general, that's always going to be eluding. And, Dutch, he had a relationship too with his gun.
Exactly.
That's all he got.
And just dealing with Bella Laika because he's a company and he has to deal with all the fucking clients and all the shitty. And it was like, for me, if I was in Dutch's shoes, I would have actually, snapped dealing with the German drug cartel, because Bella Laika's I think no, she's Russian cartel, all the crime in Buranapur. I was like, and I was like, it always kind of baffled me how it takes place in the most crime-ridden city, yet they can't leave because once you're in Buranapur, you stay there.
Yeah, so you better either adapt or collapse. You feel me? So you ain't got too many options there, man. And the thing is, when it comes to the storyline, you have to turn your brain off because it brings in historical events. Like he brought up the neo-Nazis. Well, that's a thing. All right? That's definitely a thing there. And the funny thing is, Dutch has an episode where he is in face-to-face with one of the neo-Nazi leaders. And I'm pretty sure, didn't he end up shooting that guy?
Yeah.
He shot the shit out of him. You know why? He get real close and personal. You know why? You like black folks. All right, that's just that simple, and that's, you don't have to kill a guy, but once you get to that episode, I'm not going to spill it, but once you get to the episode, you understand why Dutch took their approach. Dutch is kind of a chill guy. He will get on some crazy shit. He will definitely get on some crazy shit, but he's chill. So this neo-Nazi guy, He was trying to be
And
like,
he was an
okay,
old man too, and he was like talking to Dutch about
right?
painting, and he was like
Yeah,
calling
fuck that
him
painting.
like black, black, and it was like if you were Aryan, I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, like he literally said that, like, listen, guy, if you was one of us with different skin, I wouldn't have a hate against you.
Yeah,
But that's
I'd
not the
hire
case.
you, and it was like, no, that's just to me that was crazy. But the thing about it is the fact that they had to do a Brunhilde painting with the, with the Valhallan warriors. It was just really stupid. I was like, under the sea, and them have that talk. It was just all crazy, and all I was just saying is, Black Lagoon is one crazy show, and that was just episode I think episode 5. Like I
Yeah.
said before, I mean, we will at some point finish the series, but I would say so far I do definitely recommend it. Like I recommend you guys definitely checking it out because it is a great series. It gets even more crazy once you add in the crazy maid that comes in, Roberta, or later on in season 2 when they have this. I'm not even joking, people. Crazy incestuous vampire twins when they have that plot line. So it gets all supernatural and shit. So all I can say is in Rowanapur, you never know what's gonna fucking happen. So I do definitely recommend Black Lagoon, and this was definitely a great series. And this has been Max Zola.
And Tez, man, and let's just say this right quick, because I don't know why John trying to cut me off, but I ain't done yet with y'all. I ain't done yet. We still got 3 minutes left. I ain't done with you guys. I'm gonna get close to you guys. First of all, John hit all the key points. Straight up. It's just, if you want to watch this show, turn your mind off and legitimately just let it synchronize into the show because it comes with so much, man. It comes with violence. It comes with mission, drugs, hatred. It got historical events.
Oh, and
It got love in it.
and don't
it
forget
also
the big
has
titties with the guns.
it got big titties with guns, which is anime. Every anime has females with big tits. That's just the thing they do. But it's everything. You got different. You got the Germans. You got the Russians, black. Well, I mean, it's a cultural shot too, man. But it's all revolved around violence. And I tell you what, I can be a little violent, and I have violent tendencies. So if you guys like stuff like that, man, just a whole bunch of mosh into one pit, then go party with it.
Exactly.
Tez out, man. Afro Kings, good talking to you guys.
Peace
And
out.
Peace out, baby.
Bang.